From the PEP Radio Newsroom, we have this news about Representative Steny Hoyer of Maryland. Representative Steny Hoyer of Maryland, the longest-serving Democrat in Congress and once a rival to become House Speaker, announced Thursday that he will retire at the end of his term. Hoyer, who served for years in party leadership and helped steer Democrats through some of their most significant legislative victories, reflected on the House floor about how the Congress he entered in 1981 has changed from a time when most Republicans and Democrats worked together in a collegial and productive way. He said he is now deeply concerned that this House is not living up to the founders' goals. Hoyer, who choked up at times during his 10-minute speech, said in the next year he will have, quote, much more to say about the issues we have grappled with and the ways this House has changed during my time. I urge my colleagues on both sides of the aisle to re-examine their conscience, renew their courage, and carry out the responsibilities that the first article of the Constitution demands, Hoyer said. Only in that way can we ensure that our 250 years will be a preface to a stronger, brighter beacon in a free and principled democracy. Republican Representative Glenn Thompson of Pennsylvania spoke after Hoyer, praising his colleague as a statesman. I just offer my congratulations to his announced retirement and thanks for his service as a statesman, especially at a time of what we have been living through of growing divisiveness, Thompson said. At 86, Hoyer is the latest in a generation of senior-most leaders stepping aside, making way for a new era of lawmakers eager to take on governing. Retirements have been high in the two major political parties, Democrats and Republicans, ahead of the midterm elections in November that will determine control of Congress. First arriving in the House in 1981 after a special election, Hoyer's reach extended beyond his Chesapeake Bay area district, and he quickly climbed the leadership ranks to become the number 2 Democrat. He served as majority leader after Democrats swept to power after the 2006 election, and again in 2019 after they regained control during President Donald Trump's first term. Through those years, Hoyer worked as a partner and sometimes rival to then-Speaker Nancy Pelosi, part of a trio of top Democrats alongside Representative James Clyburn of South Carolina. That was the era when Democrats, with President Barack Obama, ushered the Affordable Care Act and other legislation to law. We're going to leave this story here from the PEP Radio Newsroom. I'm David Moore.